Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Heidi, part owner of a business called Venturine Clairvoyant Intuitive Healers with my business partner, Jane Dowler. And this week, I want to go over part 3 of our dream series. And what we're going to be discussing today is nightmares. And why do they happen? Where do they come from? And can we control them? Now, the good thing is, and I'll explain towards the end, is like, yes, we can control those nightmares. But we have to learn how to do that. So let me go start from the beginning and say nightmares. What are they? Nightmares are very vivid, very colorful dreams that make you feel like your safety and your security has been compromised. They're terrifying. So they make you feel like you're in danger. Now, the difference between a bad dream and a nightmare is the bad dream goes away. You won't wake up from a bad dream. It's just icky. With a nightmare, you're waking up from that creature. That is scaring the life out of you. And I feel, as I've done the research on nightmares and dreaming, is that your body puts you in a self-defense mode when it wakes you up from those nightmares. Because your body and your mind can only take so much. And the fact that they are nightmares and they're so real and you feel like you're in danger and you can't control that. So how do you stop it? And I think sometimes your body goes into a self-defense mode and it'll wake you up. When you've woken up, your heart is racing, you are out of breath, and sometimes you are literally dripping with sweat. These are nightmares. These are horrific. These are also dreams that will stay with you for a very long time. And I'm not actually talking about hours. I might be talking about days. Why was I having that dream? What the heck does that mean? What's going on? Now, that's a really good question as well. What is going on? They are very disturbing, and they do actually happen during the REM stage of dreaming, the rapid eye movement stage, and that stage of dreaming lasts a little bit longer. So that's why you're getting a little bit more information or things happening in this dream because of the rapid eye movement stage that we all get into. Now, why do they happen? That's a lot of reasons, and no one reason is wrong. Some people will ask you, what did you have to eat before you went to bed last night? So if you've done a lot of dairy or if you've done a lot of spicy food before you go to bed, again, your body doesn't want to lie flat while you have eaten a spicy meal or a dairy kind of meal because you're not able to digest a lot. So that could be one of the reasons why you're having nightmares, because your body's not digesting. It's not feeling comfortable. So maybe it's its way of defending itself. It's like, I need you to get up. I need you to walk around. Let's have some water. And let's not go to bed until we've actually, settled our stomachs. Another reason is there could be, if you're having stress. What's happening in your life that's really stressful? You may not think it's stress, but depending upon what's happening, who are you seeing? What is the exaggeration of that dream? Like, what are you running away from? What's chasing you? Why is there some crazy person in a mask running after you with a knife? No clue. So you might want to examine what's going on. Maybe I need to examine why it could be stressful. Sometimes if you're just stressed, all you need to do is bring a buddy on board and talk about what might be bothering you. It could be something as simple as that. Sometimes when you have a buddy sharing your anxieties, the anxiety becomes less. It's also on somebody else's shoulder. They're helping you provide another answer to a possible situation that you cannot figure out, or you didn't even know that was stressing you out so bad, but your body knew, and your body's showing it by giving you this very vivid nightmare. A lot of times when people have PTSD, that is really a trigger to a lot of nightmares, and that's a lot of nightmares that are happening one right after another. And that's something that needs to be taken care of and also talked with a professional. What's happening? Why? Medication could also be a factor of why you have nightmares. Is it just going against your body chemicals and it's making you have these dreams? Maybe we just need to adjust how you take it. Instead of taking medication at night, maybe you want to take it first thing in the morning and rearrange some of your medication that you take in the morning and do that at night. Sometimes it could actually be just your sleeping habits. Maybe you need to change them. Maybe your room needs to be made into a lot of a space that's conducive to sleeping. So if you do a lot of your business in your room, like suppose you have your computer in your room, you're doing business there, and now you have your bed in there and you're going to go to sleep. You're not really defining where's my rest and relaxation versus where's my day-to-day work, because both of them are in the same place. So maybe finding a different place for either where you go to sleep or where you do your business, maybe a different place. Maybe, closing up business at maybe 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, just shut down that computer. So if you can't find a place to have, a business area in your home, just make sure that you're taking it out of the picture before you go to bed at a good time, at a good clip. Sometimes just putting a night light in your room would make it more gentle as you're going to sleep. It helps if you meditate 5-10 minutes just to get the cobwebs out of there. Taking a shower before you go to bed. Also doing some exercises, because the exercises will get rid of some of that excess energy that you have or that you think you don't have. But sometimes it's just cleansing out the pores. And then, okay, I can rest. I feel rejuvenated. I feel relaxed. I've taken the day's stress and I have exercised it out. Simple things like that. With the PTSD, sometimes having more of a companion in a doctor, and again, someone that be able to talk to help you, put into perspective why we're waking up and what's happening, and maybe some way to control the dream. And that's another thing that we're able to do with our nightmares and sometimes with our dreams. And what I want to say is something called a lucid dreaming technique. Now, I know that we have probably all at one point in time experienced this, where we have had a dream, whether it was a nightmare or even a bad dream, and we knew we were dreaming. So if we know that we're dreaming, maybe we can control the ending of the dream. So if you're being chased by a dragon, why are we being chased by a dragon? It's frightening the heck out of you. Maybe you can ask that dragon, say, hey, how did you create the fire that comes out of your mouth? If you're being chased by a clown from a circus, maybe you'd be able to ask that clown that's chasing you, that's scaring the heck out of you. It's like, hey, what is it like behind the scenes of a circus? And you might just change that nightmare into the clown showing you how exactly some of the tricks that they do. It's easier said than done, but having these lucid dreaming techniques is something that you need to practice during the day, and walking yourself through possibly a nightmare that you are having repeatedly, and for the life of you cannot figure it out why. Or if you know why, you just can't seem to get rid of it because it's a continuation every single night. So if you walk yourself through that dream and say, hey, I've got a clown chasing me with a knife. Why? Maybe you can say, when I see that dream, I'm going to ask the clown, hey, what's it like behind the scenes of a circus? Can you take me around? Can I meet some of the crew that you work with? Keep repeating that. And then eventually when that dream comes back again, your brain is starting to realize, oh, maybe I can talk to the clown in my nightmare that's scaring the heck out of me. Maybe I can change this around. I remember having a lucid dream like that and being able to change. It has not happened to me in a really long time, but for me to explain this to you, I'm glad I've had the experience of changing a bad dream and turning it into a good dream. For me personally, 98% of the time when I am having a nightmare, it's because my face has been planted in my pillow for a very long time. So there's not a lot of oxygen going up there to the brain. So that's another reason why you could be having a nightmare, is just the way that you're sleeping. For me, my body probably went into self-preservation mode and said, okay, we need to wake up this girl because we need more oxygen in our body. No one that I know wants to wake up from a fabulous dream that they're having. They're on vacation, they're snorkeling, they're on a dude ranch with a horse, cowboys. They're having a wonderful time, and who wants to wake up from that? Your body knows that the only way that it's going to wake you up is if it scares the heck out of you. So, for me, I was scared the heck out of mostly because I was being tormented at night by witches and warlocks that lived straight down the street from me. It's like, they were my neighbors. It's like, why is that happening? And there really isn't an explanation except the fact that I absolutely knew that my face was in the pillow. That's how I woke up. That dream stayed with me for a very long time. I woke up sweating. I woke up with my heart racing. I woke up out of breath. Scared the living daylights out of me. But I woke up. So, your body puts you in a defense mode to wake you up because it needs you to breathe deeper. It needs to get more oxygen where it needs to go. And plus, it prevents you from having any other kind of difficulties while you're sleeping. So your body is really a fabulous defense mechanism. It can't really prevent you from having the nightmare, but if you do, it's going to wake you up from it. That's when your dream journal comes into play, where you can write down that dream, that nightmare. What's happening? Why does it feel so real? Because sometimes these dreams are so real, and that's one of the reasons, again, why you remember them for a very long time. And they're very, very vivid. So you want to take good care that you put your environment on a soothing place. That you maybe, hang some lavender up in your room. It's very serene. It smells good. It doesn't really have any properties that would make you allergic to it. Now, I also have some crystals that I use because you know me, I love my crystals. And the crystals that I really like to use that I put right next to my bed is, first and foremost, Selenite. And this is a wonderful crystal that is like your air purification system. So it's going to get rid of the negative energies that are both in your room as well as around you, so that you are able to sleep a lot better. Another one that I do have is, I like to use Amethyst. Amethyst gives you peace of mind. It quiets the chaos that could be going on. And another one that I actually like to use is lapis. Lapis urges you to take charge of a situation. So if you need to take charge of something that is going on in your life, if you need to take charge of a situation that of not having a bad dream, keep lapis with you. And remember, everyone, this Saturday is the full moon, so all of you want to make sure that you put all of your crystals out for the moon to cleanse and the sun to charge. And any of you beautiful people out there that love to do moon water, like myself here, I will be doing moon water as well, and that is a wonderful tasting drink that helps cleanse the body and makes me feel very good because I just love the way that it tastes. Now, I do have a couple of friends that have emailed me with some of their dreams, and I did not forget about any of you, and I will actually be taking a look at them and giving you some ideas and some advice. So thank you very much for that. And that is going to be part 3. Now, part 4 of the dream is me taking some of those dreams and what do they mean, and using my dream decoder. And I'm going to be going through that, and I'm going to be taking some of them and walking you through some of what they mean to people, what might be going on in your life, and kind of walking you through some of the dreams that you have. Now, all of us have that sixth sense about them. And when you have a dream, sometimes you feel like you need to tell somebody and you need to warn somebody. Never forget that your intuition and your gut feelings are what drive you. So if you have a dream, if you have a vision, and it tells you that someone's in danger, don't brush it aside. contact that person. You could be keeping them from any harm or any danger. Yourself as well. If you feel like you're in danger, or you might be putting yourself into a situation that you didn't realize was a little bit more serious than what it is, then take a step back, analyze that, feel where your intuition is taking you, and then go from there. And it really doesn't matter what might be happening or who might have a problem with your decision. The main thing is that you feel safe. This is your world. This is your life. You need to take care of it. So you need to protect yourself. So always, always, always remember that your sixth sense can save a life and to save your life. And it's key. Alrighty? Now, if you need anything from Jane and I, we're easy to get in touch with. We do have a telephone number. We also have an email at info@Avengerine, Clairvoyant Intuitive Healers. We're going to be putting a lot of these, we have on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So make sure you do hit that like and subscribe. And until we meet again fairly soon, this is Heidi, and I want everyone to have a fabulous, blessed day. And if you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. So I will talk with all of you later. Bye-bye.